Okay, my parts are here. It's been 8 weeks exactly to the day. And how have I been keeping myself busy in the meantime? In my coloring book. This is what you do to keep your mind occupied. So we'll get this finished eventually. Now, before I tear this down, I have new axles I'm going to put in it and some different leaf springs. These leaf springs I have are going to have shackles on each end, so they'll get way more flex. But I don't have a drive shaft in the front yet. I have to make that. So just as an example, just a roll of electrical tape, that much, and we have a little daylight under this back tire, even at that. Alright, well, we do. There. Another thing you guys might notice is this white silicone. I like to use clear silicone for holding down wires. You just put it on there, throw some tape over it, the next day it's clear and it's holding solid. But it always goes on white. So I put that on there, and then I found out that it is white, not clear. So it's underneath everything. You can't see it anyways. So I left that go. There we go. There's the springs that I'm going to put in. See, they have a shackle on the back there to give it a lot more flex, less leaves. Once they're all bolted in, they'll be uniform. They're a little wonky, but not too bad. Okay, class. Now it's time to take apart the other part. We're going to remove these axles and replace these drive shafts and add in our new springs. Just another little trick I do is these tires are heavier than the front tires. So whenever I have different balances in my tires, in this case I'm just using some chrome paint. So sometimes you can hang on to them and shake them and you still can't tell which ones are heavier. So I mark them. Makes it a little easier to separate your heavier tires. Check it out. Now I got something to make trailers with. Okay, I got all the shocks in, springs. And look how they flex they have with those added shackles. It's pretty awesome. Now on the drive shaft, on these, just this back one's the only one I had to do, is I bored it out, and then I just, well, I can't turn the motor. Anyways, I bored it out, slipped it on there, and then drilled it all the way through so I could put a full-length pin on it. So on the front one, I had to make it longer. So what I ended up doing is getting a Hot Racing or whatever, I'm not sure what it is, but it's an axial drive shaft that slides right on there, and now it's too big for this end. So after many hours of thought, you might say, I came up with a piece of tubing that I've cut down, and I drilled a hole in it, and it will slide right over top of that pin, and then this will go right on top of that, tight as can be, and there we have a good solid drive shaft. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make my own steering rods for the front there too. Yeah. Okay, there's the right direction. Don't know why I don't like putting it on reverse instead of normal, but there it is. Okay. We have a happy little spring that lives right here. I was going to do one final video to get all this stuff done, but I've just run into little things at a time that are going to cause me to rethink that idea. So I think I'm going to end up here. What I learned on this one, I noticed when I was putting this together and doing the drive shafts, I found that the weight of the front was totally overpowering these springs by a mile. So I've taken them apart 3 times now and added extra leaves to them, trying to find just the right happy medium. That's taken quite a while. So I'm just going to fiddle with this and get it set the way I want it. And there we go. Get our knuckles lined up real nice. It was one of those cases where you look at it and say, well, that might be alright. But if you're thinking it might be alright, probably isn't. So I'm just gonna keep on rolling here, having myself a good time, and keep tinkering away till I get her done. We'll see ya.